If you want to check plagiarism on Grammarly, you're in the right place. In this video, I'll show you the current correct way to run a plagiarism check in Grammarly, where to find the report, what the results mean, and a couple of important limits you need to know before you start. This is especially useful if you're submitting schoolwork, publishing blog content, or just want to make sure your writing is original before you share it. And if this tutorial helps you out, please take a second to hit the like button and subscribe for more simple tech guides just like this. Now, let's get into it. First, you need to know something important. To check plagiarism in Grammarly, you have to use the Grammarly editor, either in your web browser or in the desktop app. The floating Grammarly widget and the browser extension are great for grammar and spelling, but they do not give you the full plagiarism report while you're typing in other apps. So the first step is to open Grammarly directly. Go to app.grammarly.com in your browser or launch the Grammarly desktop app if you already have it installed. Once it opens, sign into your account if needed. From there, open an existing document or click New Document if you want to paste in text from somewhere else. This is the easiest way to get your content into the Grammarly editor so it can be checked properly. Next, once your text is in the editor, look over to the right side of the screen. You should see the sidebar, and at the very bottom right corner, there will be a plagiarism button. This is the feature you need to start the scan. Go ahead and click Plagiarism. Grammarly will now begin scanning your text against billions of web pages, plus ProQuest's academic databases. Depending on the length of your document and your internet connection, this may take a few moments, so just give it a little time to finish. Once the scan is complete, Grammarly will switch the sidebar to show the plagiarism report. This is where you can review everything in detail. The first thing you'll usually see is a total score, which shows you the percentage of your text that matches external sources. A higher percentage means more of your content overlaps with existing material, while a lower percentage means less of it matches. Below that, Grammarly will list the source matches. These are the websites, articles, or references that Grammarly found similar content in. This is very helpful because it lets you see exactly where the matching text may have come from. At the same time, any flagged sections in your document will be highlighted. That means you can visually see which lines or phrases are the ones Grammarly thinks may need attention. If you find a match, don't panic. Sometimes a plagiarism report catches common phrases, proper names, quoted material, or technical terms. The key is to review the highlighted text carefully and decide whether it needs to be rewritten, cited, or removed. Now here's another very important thing to know. Plagiarism checking is not available in the free version of Grammarly. You need Grammarly Premium, Business, or Education to access the full plagiarism checker. So if you're using the free plan, you may still be able to use Grammarly for grammar and writing suggestions, but you won't get the plagiarism report unless you upgrade to a supported plan. Also, keep in mind that you cannot run a full plagiarism check directly through the floating widget in Microsoft Word. If you're working in Word and you still have the Grammarly add-in installed, you may need to use the Open Grammarly sidebar button or copy your text into the Grammarly editor to scan it properly. That's the safest and most reliable way to do it. So, to quickly recap, open the Grammarly editor, paste or open your document, click the plagiarism button in the bottom right corner, wait for the scan to finish, then review the total score, source list, and highlighted text. And remember, you'll need a paid Grammarly plan to use this feature. If this video helped you, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next easy tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.